build-up for this semifinal game. Holly Rowe joins us from the sidelines with some of the key storylines. Holly?
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this team is expected to be here. That's the hardest thing about coming into the game here today and this kickoff. These are the big dogs. Everybody thought they would be competing for a national championship, but they barely squeaked by in a win last week. They are going to have to be better, eliminate some of their mistakes, and showcase why people thought they would be in the conversation for national champion and play a little bit stronger and better today. It all starts with this opening series and better execution for this team. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. And the kick goes out of bounds. How about this for a start? Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
To the air, it's Lewis. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And is intercepted. He could go. Could take it all the way. Out past the 30. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, South Carolina. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They now have the lead in this semifinal game.
This is worst-case scenario for an offense to start a playoff game. You feel like you've got some points, you've got a good drive going early in the game, and the defense is able to turn it away and create points for themselves. That's a massive momentum swing. Great job by that defense.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. It's a shotgun run call. Past the 30. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. On the run, it's Young. He's past the marker and still going. He's got space. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Buffaloes. As they get on the board here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, but perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Makes the grab. It's Bennett. Goes out of bounds, but a nice game. They'll spot him short of the 35.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum, and now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. What a sag by the senior.
Well, this guy is such a key to what they do offensively. It's why he had such a monster year. Over 1,000 yards on the outside as a receiver. He has been so good for them. And one of the things that they're going to have to do is find opportunities to attack the defense with him early in this game. And
got an opening here. Here he goes. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. An explosive play for a guy who's had such a solid season, Joe. And this is why you go to the portal to get a stud running back. A must-win game, and you can lean on him here.
This has been such a win-win out of the portal. Obviously, you're getting great run game as a team, but for this player, an opportunity to really be the featured back, and he has taken advantage, and he's doing it again here in the playoff. What a great player. Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well. This offense is able to gain yards running the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! This offense really clicking. This quarterback told us whatever it takes today. The season on the line, Joel. And it seems like the bigger the game, the more they feature the QB run.
And, Chris, it's such a great strategy because obviously you don't want to expose your quarterback to too many hits during the course of the year. But when the stage and the moment is this large, this is when it's all hands on deck, and you know you're going to get a heavy dose of quarterback run, which they're featuring right here.
Bringing it out, it's Williams. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle there, but yet nothing.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
To throw, it's Lewis. Looking for the wideout. Caught on the outside, it's Williams. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. A positive start for this freshman, Joe, has had such a solid season. The defense, frankly, hoping they could rattle this young guy in a playoff game, but he looks good there.
Chris, he looks so calm to your point, and that's something that I was even wondering about is what his nerves were going to be like as a young player in this environment. Remember, it's a veteran player's game in this day and age in college football. We don't see many freshmen succeeding in this position in this moment, and yet here he is, calm as a cucumber and just dealing down the field.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. And this running back just continues to help this team. I think he's playing with a hunger, Joe. He said he wanted a chance to play for a championship, and it shows out there.
Chris, this is when the portal just works out perfectly. It's great for the player, it's great for the program, and because of that, it's great for the fans. He gets an opportunity to go compete for a championship. Meanwhile, this run game has transformed versus a year ago. Now, this is a really solid run game.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Pulls it in outside the 10. He's still running. Touchdown, Colorado. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Sellers. On the move now. Looking to scramble now. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that. When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Catch made on the out route. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Using his legs here. To the 45. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
It's going to be a really long day for this defense. If they can't corral his quarterback in these scrambles, he's dropping back nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line to gain, moves the chains for a first down.
It's caught. He's got room. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. The Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking for a man. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. Caught near the sticks. It's Harper. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Short go to the left. Caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Still no answer for this offense.
Chris, this is the matchup that is so difficult to stop. When you're in the red zone, you get a tight end that can go down the field and force a mismatch. That is a beautiful place to throw the ball as a quarterback. He finds his guy, and it's a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
And the Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a first down.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They continue to feed their reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship, and he's got his opportunity here.
This has just been such a tremendous fit. You come in here, obviously this program wanted to target the wide receiver position and bring someone in to solidify the outside. Meanwhile, he wanted to come in and compete for a championship, get more opportunities and more targets. All of those things have happened.
Lets it go quickly. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Inside the 30. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Handoff from the shotgun. He's got a crease. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line now. 2nd rushing touchdown of the game, and I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime.
You know, for me, this is just too much cushion from this corner. He needs to at least be aggressive enough to be in there to try to break up this out route. He knows that it's a timing pass, but you can tell he's threatened by the speed of this wide receiver, and so he's more concerned with being beat deep. That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another 1st down, and now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
They'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
You're trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense.
They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
And the Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. It's caught. He's breaking free. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot him short of the 15.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
Pitches to the back. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Boy, you can't play it any better than that on the defensive side of the football. There's no crease being created, so every gap is covered by somebody on that defensive front, and the back just has to go side to side. Listen, if I'm the running back there, at some point, you can't just run out of bounds for a loss. You've got to put yourself behind your pads and just try to get what you can get.
Run down at the 3. That was a solid run. The Gamecocks come to the line with 1st and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina. This offense cannot be stopped. Well, that's exactly what they were looking for, this offense. We talked about the importance of scoring before halftime, and now, Joel, getting the ball to begin the next half, a real chance to build momentum.
Chris, the opportunity to double up. It's so big in these games. This is exactly why you defer if you win the coin toss, so you can have this chance, and it's icing on the cake if you can get the late second quarter score. Now you can go in at halftime, make the adjustments, and come out with your best stuff in the early third quarter drive.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Handing off on the draw play. Look out, he's breaking free. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Looking downfield, it's Lewis. The Buffaloes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Bucs will call their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
Well, a play like that is all set up because of the 1st down success. When it's 2nd and short as a quarterback, you don't have to force the ball down the field. You can just work your progressions and allow the defense to dictate where the ball goes. Here, he finds his running back. It's a
deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. That's a big moment here in this playoff game to get points before halftime, knowing the other side is going to get the football to begin the third quarter. Joe, exactly what they were looking for.
Chris, that's exactly right. The last thing that they wanted to do is afford a chance for the opposition to double up and get a late score in the second quarter and then get the ball in the third quarter. This is a tremendous drive to be able to stick the ball in the end zone, then go in at halftime and regroup, look at film, and get a real good cohesive plan for this second half. Because here we go. We got 1 half of football left to move on in this playoff.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. A quick juke. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. The Gamecocks will spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll be sacked. The defense swarms him on 3rd and long. Colorado will now use their 2nd timeout of the half. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Good coverage there. 0 gain on the return. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Running out of time in the pocket.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Colorado. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. They have taken the lead in this semifinal game.
I love linebackers that keep their eyes in the backfield and they turn into pass defenders when it's in the passing game. This guy does a great job. Watch him read the eyes of the quarterback. He steps in front, and now he's gone on the outside for a touchdown. Beautiful play.
The extra point is good. Back in front in this shootout, 35-28. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Back to throw. It's Sellers. He's going to take off here. Passes the 40. Breaking into the clear. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness. Keeps this drive moving.
What a good decision by this quarterback. He sees that there's nowhere to go with the football, and he doesn't force the issue. Too many times I see guys trying to force the ball down the field into tight coverage, but here he uses his legs. And once he's on the outside, you can see the athleticism, and he's able to create a first down for his offense.
Out of bounds. He's spotted inside the 40.
It's an outstanding job by this quarterback of seeing the coverage down the field, but also seeing the rush lanes and the opportunity to get on the outside and use his legs. And he's able to just move the chains right away, step out of bounds, and avoid the hit. Really nice job.
Caught in the backfield. It's Bennett. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This linebacker's ability to diagnose allows him to play behind the line of scrimmage. A great tackle for loss there, and this defense is humming.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Oh, escapes the tackle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A deep shot for the score. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth, answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half and come out with a W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. And here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Dropping back, it's Lewis. Makes the catch downfield. Open field ahead. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge.
He's got space. Who's in? Here he goes. Crosses the 10. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Man, they're going to love watching this play on film tomorrow as an offense. Everybody's doing their job. Up front, this O-line, they are targeted and they are aggressive. The quarterback, he's getting to the second level and using that athleticism. And then look at these blocks down the field. On the perimeter, we've got wide receivers working hard. That is selfless football and good all the way around.
And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball to 3. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
This is great recognition by this defense. They see the wide receiver screen. They're able to pursue out and get the tackle for loss. They have been running side to side as well as anybody today. I think that the offense needs to get downhill in the run game and run right at it.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
It's so difficult to try to create yards after the catch when you're in a 3rd and goal situation. This ball really needs to be thrown into the end zone. Look at the tight window. The contact is right there. The timing is perfect. That's a beautiful job by the secondary, but really an ill-advised throw from the quarterback.
The field goal is good. And with that, they retake the lead.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play-action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the yard.
It's caught, and he's got a lane. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can you make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game. Boy, that is such good timing by the defender. Chris, they're trying to get the ball to the tight end, but right as the ball arrives, you can tell there's some contact there, and he's able to jar it loose and create the incompletion.
To throw, it's Sellers. On the move now. Cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss.
Chris, one of the things that goes most overlooked when you're talking about the pass rush is the coverage. And here, in particular in man, they're taking away the quick and easy throw, forcing the quarterback to hold the football and allowing that rush to get home. It's a beautiful job of the combination of coverage and rush working together.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
Wow, what a clutch conversion conversion on third down there. You're trailing in the playoff here in the second half of the game. You've got to keep your offense on the field, and they're able to execute and move the chains. That's a good job for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Cannot escape. They tackle him right at the line of scrimmage. Colorado is in front, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Sellers. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
This is a great example, Chris, of man-zone principles within the passing game. You run a drag route, normally people think that that just continues to race across the field, but that's not the case against zone, which they're getting here. You find the soft spot and you hook up, give the numbers to your quarterback, and then he's able to frame that ball up for a completion. That is a great job of recognition by the wide receiver and being on the same page with the quarterback. It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
With the catch, it's Harbor. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Quick throw to his receiver. Nice grab. It's Harbor. Breaks free and he might be gone. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
This is exactly what pops up on film and preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The quarterback takes it in himself. They could not contain the quarterback, and what a boost in the red zone, Joe, when you have a guy who can do that for a score.
I couldn't agree more, Chris. I always talk about in the red zone, the quarterback thinking touchdown, check down. Well, for him, check down means his legs. And when he gets on the outside, look at the athleticism, taking it all the way in for a touchdown. What a weapon.
Bringing it out, it's Williams. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The shotgun handoff here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
The quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A handoff to the back. This time they're all over the running back, and they tackle him for a loss.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Handing off on the draw play. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short.
They sniff this one out real quick, and the running back's trying to bounce this outside, make something out of nothing, but there's nowhere to go with this football. That's just really good.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on fourth down on their own side. The final 2 minutes here, this defense trying to hang on, the offense trying to make a play to win it. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He made the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. Comes down to this in this playoff game, fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking downfield, and the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
And the Bucs will call their first timeout. Chance to strategize for this second down play. Grinding away with the running game. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. And Colorado will now use their second timeout of the half. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on third down. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Keeps it on the draw. And what a moment for this quarterback. He does it himself after everything he's done today and throughout the season. He wins the game with his legs.
Chris, no one else was getting that ball. He's too important, and they understood that they couldn't turn it over. He was going to get that first down, or nobody was. And now this game is over, and they're moving on. I got to tell you, this guy's so impressive. When we meet with him, the entire week he was confident, and now you can see why.
The shotgun running play call. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. And right here, the Bucs will spend their third and final timeout. A decision to make. What are they going to do on this second down? Second down play coming up. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.